As we can see, this vehicle is a very low mileage 2015 Honda Accord 2.4, almost 60,000 miles on it, and it's a direct injection vehicle. So probably this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be something related to the injectors. Who knows? We're gonna go and start doing the diagnostic. Okay, this vehicle I have here today is a 2015 Honda Accord. It's 4 cylinders. Customer complaint is checking light on, flashing, and so they already started doing some work on it. So they took it to a place. They found out, they scanned for them P0303. They replaced the coil and the spark plug, they said, and still the code is there. So when that fault occurred, the vehicle goes into a limp mode. So after that, here I am. I'll tell you, I started touching this vehicle, but the only thing I found is the code is there for cylinder 3, but I already did something here. I went for a road test and I confirmed that one. Let me see, where is that one? Oh, right here. Okay, so I got it here. And I'm gonna look at those. This is the misfire data I have of the recording. So I'm driving on the road and didn't have probably RPM or anything like that, but I think as we can see here, cylinder number 3, excuse me, see, is the only one is counting with misfires. Okay, so let me go to the previous screen. Right here, we can see here all other cylinders. So cylinder 3 is counting. So this is the recording I took. So before doing this, I already swapped the coils and spark plugs from cylinder 1 to 3, and same thing. So the misfire is reoccurring here in cylinder 3. So now the next step is gonna be to verify if the computer is really identifying correctly the cylinder and go deeper, because I thought this one was going to be easy, so I didn't plan to record it, but that's the only thing I have done, and now we're gonna go through the different diagnostic process. Okay, here we are. So right now it's not misfiring. It takes some time. The engine gotta warm up for that to occur. So now I wanted to verify if the computer is reading correctly. So we're gonna get that one here, and I'm gonna disconnect the cylinder number 1, create a misfire, and verify the computer is reading correctly. Okay, yes, cylinder 1, 2. Okay, I'm going on 3. Okay, going on 4. So apparently the computer is recognizing correctly the cylinder is misfiring. So now probably you can trust the scanner. So my next step will be to check for coil control, probably on the primary side, so that way I can see all the current ramp and find out all of those. And why not, I wanted to check the secondary at the same time and find out if we can get throughout the secondary side, if we can see the injector is dropping out, if it is running lean, or what's going on there. Okay, so that will be my next step now. Well, now I have the wiring diagram here pulled up. So I'm here at the ignition relay, fuse 9, 15 amps. We can see this one is powering up the relay, and from this one is coming out of here to my that is coming to my coils, my ignition coil. So we see all my ignition coil here, so they are sharing all of them coming from this junction box. So we will be looking through the APROVECHA all the coils at the same time. So we're gonna have the picoscope ready here rolling. We're gonna adjust the time base and all the scales, depends what we see. So I just got something here, 10 amps. The fuse is 15 amps, so I got a 10 amp mode here, 20 more, sorry, I got it on 10 amps the scale and 50 kbs here. So I got the picoscope right here, 2 channels as I said. I have that one here, the ampro here connected to this spot here, the fuse box, fuse 9, 15 amps. Okay, so got the loop there and created here a secondary wire here going inside. So picking that up here, grounding that one for the scope. So we're gonna fire up, and this one is gonna be the trigger. As soon as I start the vehicle, we're gonna adjust the scales here. Okay, so let me start the vehicle. I started the vehicle right there. Apparently we don't have misfire right now. So what we see here is the scope is I need to adjust this scale first to begin. It's filling up my whole screen, so I don't want to see that one. Okay, so that's one. My red channel, gonna be adjusting that one. Tardes. Gonna be adjusting my channel. So apparently that one is going, how's that going? Oh, that is pointing backwards. So we're gonna invert this channel, and then positive or inverted. Okay, right there. And we're at 50 kb, so that seems to be too much. I wanted to have about 20 kbs right there. Okay, so now we're sync with the cylinder is having the misfire, cylinder 3. Okay, so we wanted to see if that one is occurring. What's going on there? So now I don't want to see detail, I wanted to see repetition. So I will accelerate, see if I get that misfire. Gonna load it. Okay, load it a little bit. My misfire, well, right there, I think it's occurring. Okay, so let me stop this and we will analyze this. Okay, what I wanted to show here is 3 stage. One is gonna be idle, like 2000 rpm, and I wanted to get to the cylinder cutoff, so that way we can see how a lean condition is shown on the secondary side. Okay, gonna start recording here. So let me go. I got into the cutoff there. Let me restart this because I wanted to keep it okay, right there, idle, 2000 rpm, and I wanted to get into the cylinder cutoff. Okay, so stop this. Look at what happened here. So we will start here on the when I started idle. Okay, so let's see what happened here. So see how nice that one goes here. Okay, so now 2000 rpms. How do I know it's 2000 rpm? Because the repetition, you see, this one are comparing to the other one, how many times that those were repeating. Right here I was at 2000 rpm. So yeah, we can see some little mess here, but the secondary side is a little messy when it is burning, not that bad. But now we're going to see when there is a lean condition occurring. I'm provoking that because we have a cutoff, cylinder cutoff, because of the rev limit. Look at that one. Pay attention on that one, what happened. So this is what we will see if an injector is, if we have an injector running lean because of the injector, we will see that way for them. Let me center this a little bit here to bring it to the center of the screen, right there. Look at that one. So my APROVECHA is good right there. So that one is a lean condition, but because I am on the rail limit, so see, find out right there. But let's see the repetition here. Well, I just wanted to see how this show when it is lean, because we might see this one, you know, you see, we might see this one if we have injector issue when the misfire appear. Okay, so now we're trying to duplicate, so let's wait a little bit and find out the engine warm up, because see the temperature where it is, and I just wanted to wait for this one to the misfire occur and catch that one at that time, find out more. Okay, what I want you guys pay attention here is see the misfire is occurring right now. It's flashing the check engine light, and I recorded that one here. So we're gonna analyze this, what's going on the secondary side. I wanted to see what's going on here. Let me restart it because the misfire is occurring right now. I can see the checking light is flashing right there. And yes, it is only number 3. Okay, but look at here something. Let me turn it off this now. I wanted to go key on only. I don't want to lose the data. But look at what's happening here right now. Let's see this data here. What I see here is this. Look. So this coil is partially shorter, as we can see here. The lower part. We're gonna compare two now. That way right here, we're gonna compare 2 coils right here. Okay, look at here how this one starts right here. It's partially shorter, and this one is not a good capture. I'll show you that one in different mode. Okay, let me show that one. Let me see right here. Look at this one. So I'm gonna see it like this. So this one is the one shorter, we see, partially shorter right here. And look what happened at the secondary side. Man, my spark should be occurring like over here, less than 3 kbs right here. And see what happened here. It's way at the top, not burn time. It's not burning. However, what I don't like is this. These guys replaced before this coil, and the misfire, this is a good coil. See, look at this, pay attention to this area here. Good coil. See back the bad coil, partially shorter coil right here, right there. Okay, so what happened is these guys got a coil, and they installed the coil on cylinder 3, and the fault reoccurred. And yeah, that was right. I confirmed that one when I came in. That's my misfire was on cylinder 3, and got new coil, and I still got new coil and new spark plug, and there was a misfire. Okay, so at this point, I told them, oh, just return that one. It's not gonna be your problem. However, you know what happened here is the coil is partially shorter, but I believe we have more issue than that. Obviously, we do have more issue than that, for sure. Let's analyze here, because we're gonna have more issue. We're gonna find out now. Wait, look at this one here. This is when the fault is occurring right now. This to me doesn't seem to. I know that the coil is damaged, but it's not that bad. It's not for, you know, like it's not that for shouldn't be messing too much like this. So what happening here is, as we can see here, my spark was occurring like there is no burn time. So there is a lot of resistance for the spark to occur. The spark should be occurring right here, like over here on this area. And that one, oh, that one is pretty bad. So the customer told me the vehicle overheated. So now I'm just gonna check for combustion gases into the cooling system. So that's my next test. Well, at this point my coil got worse, so my misfire is really more noticeable right now. And now we can see, let me get 4 events here, right there. So look at here what happened. Boom, here's shorter, that's good. So right now when you get temperature, my coil get worse. Look at here, boom, that's a shorter coil. And we can see we cannot saturate the coil here. We don't have no more burn time. Let me separate those so that we can see that. Look, nothing like we see before. And there's the shorter coil. So now I'm gonna get a good coil. My trigger is there on cylinder number 3, so that's the only one we're seeing over and over. That's a good coil. So definitely we got shorter coil, but we have more than that issue. You go through and do the check for combustion gases, presence of combustion gases in the cooling system. So this is what we do for this test. Get the fluid here, okay, start the engine, and I will have here that little pump here in case we need that one. I have here the leak down test. So here is my fluid, the block test, and if the fluid change the color, so that means we have combustion gases in the system. So let's start the engine. So basically, you see here, it is changing the color right away. Okay, so now what I wanted is to confirm this one I didn't get any contaminants. So I'm just getting fresh air here, so as we can see, yeah, I wanted this one to come back to blue to confirm my test is valid, because I'm just getting fresh air. And if in some case I got some coolant, we're gonna say, it doesn't change the color because it's contaminated. But if it is only combustion gases, I'm just getting fresh air, so this one goes back to blue, as we can see right now here. See, went back to blue, and put it back here, and very quickly it changed. So basically, yes, we do have a ignition coil messed up, and we have a combustion gases in the system, so that will be a tail gasket at this point. And also we had the block problem with the blocks on this one. We already know that. Okay, so I sent the customer to the dealer because I found this campaign here, as you can see here. So it's saying Honda Accord 2014 to 15 have been affected, and Honda CRV defect, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna go here, vehicle manufacturer, right here. What is the issue? The affected vehicle may have been assembled with improperly torqued connecting rod bolt, which can cause engine to lose power or leak oil. Man, that is a big deal, huh? Component affected, engine and cooling engine and cooling, yeah, system of the cooling system. Corrective action: the dealer will send a letter, and they will replace the short block, the whole block, free of charge. on the recall began, blah blah, right after the vehicle was out, you see, in 2015. Okay, consequences. Loss of engine power may result in vehicle stall, increasing the risk of crash in the engine leak and proximity, blah blah blah. Okay, so I sent this customer to the dealer to verify if they were covered under this, and they came out with this VIN number, and they said this in red: the warranty was canceled for this vehicle in this date, November 20, 2018. Look at there, what happened. They said because the vehicle is salvaged now. So if you get a salvage title, what happened is any warranty, extended warranty, something of that, all of that is void. So they don't have any more warranty for this vehicle. So, bummer. Now I feel bad for this customer, because what do we do now? What do I recommend to fix here? Because we know already that it has some manufacturing issues. The short block need to be replaced, the block, and now we have to send the cylinder head to the machine shop. And since it is a manufacturing issue, what do we do replacing another engine with the same issue, a used one? Bummer. So that is one of the disadvantages of buying some salvage title vehicles, Well, sorry for the customer. Diagnostic is done.